Alessandro Comoglio, account manager for the Mille Experience Florida first edition. It's bringing the historic road rally from Italy to the United States in order to let the United States experience what is an historic tradition that belongs to the history of motorsport in Italy that dates back to 1927. It's almost a century that is going on, and it's something that is the cradle of road rallies, meant to be a gathering of extraordinary cars racing their cars on open roads. So a very special event that is taking place in Florida for the first time, and we are here today for the training day in this fantastic location in Mota and Hammock Park for all the drivers who have entered into the race to familiarize with the techniques and the very specific tools of a regularity race, which is not about speed but is about precision. So that is something that is related to how you handle your vehicle, to how precise you are in getting from point A to point B to the very millisecond. And we have an incredible gathering of cars from all ages, starting from the oldest one that really belongs to the Mille regional era. The historic feeling, the historic soul of the Mille is represented by these majestic cars from the 30s and the 40s that belongs to the class, the Queen class, that is from 1927 to 1957. Then we have a second category, which is the modern icons from 1957 to 1994, and then an incredible array of supercars from nowadays that had to the lineup incredible features. We chose Miami as the obvious, glamorous cradle of some of the most important car collection in the world, and also as a majestic setting, as you can see, for the landscape that is providing as a marvelous backdrop of our race. And so it's the perfect starting point to enjoy a special adventure throughout southern and central Florida. And we couldn't think of a better place than Miami for the special relationship with extraordinary cars that has been growing in years. And now we are creating this event that is at the heart of a wider Miami Car Week that is increasingly gaining importance in the worldwide car enthusiast shows. So we believe that Miami is the perfect spot for us to be here for the first edition, and it will be also the final destination after we have completed 1,000 miles, because Mille Miglia is 1,000 miles in Italian, so we're keeping everything true to the very essence and to the very soul of the Italian edition. All the timekeepers, all the tools we're bringing here, they all come from Italy, so everything is very true to what the Mille Miglia used to be as an historic legend in the past. As you may know, the original route was conceived to be from Brescia to Roma and back in Italy. And now we have designed the same concept here in Florida, driving from Miami to Naples on the west coast, and then up to Tampa. Then we going to cross back to the east coast to Cape Canaveral, where there will be a very special event within the premises of the Space Center, the Kennedy Space Center. And then we will be driving south to West Palm Beach, and then from there taking the historic A1A that was founded exactly in 1927. That was also the founding edition of the Mille Miglia, so there's also this historic connection. And we will take in that marvelous road from West Palm Beach to be back in Miami to conclude the whole event in a 3 days spectacular road rally that will travel across the most attractive location of southern and central Florida. So we are partners with the Sotheby's, organizing the Mota Miami event on the 1st and 2nd of March. And so the most significant and valuable cars who just have completed the Mille Miglia race will be showcased in the green fields of the Biltmore Hotel within the scope of this marvelous car auction that is Mota Miami. So you will see our cars as part of the Mota Miami show, and some of the drivers will be there, and we're creating a partnership that I believe is going to be very, very productive for both events. Okay, for this first edition, we're absolutely satisfied with the incredible lineup we managed to gather. Obviously now all the registrations are closed for this edition, but we're already working for the next year edition in Florida as well, with a different route that is going to be as attractive as this one with different features. So we invite all the car enthusiasts that are willing to get accustomed to regularity race to stay tuned with us in order to learn the program for next year in Florida and possibly to prepare for doing the real thing in Italy. Here in Florida, we brought a format that is called an experience in order to allow people to familiarize with the concept of a regularity race with the more relaxed rules, and it's closer to a wonderful tour of Florida more than to a strict sport competition. When you go to Italy to do the original Mille Miglia, that's where the rules become really strict, because there the only cars eligible are the cars that belong to the original Mille Miglia car class from 1927 to 1957. So there's 450 cars participating there, but thousands of requests for cars to be part in the Mille Miglia. But there, the parameters and the criteria to the cars for the cars to be eligible belongs to people who are very jealous and very strict about keeping things true to the historic format of the Mille Miglia. Well, if you don't have an eligible car from 1938 to bring to the race, this is an incredible experience that has a huge involvement for all the country in these days. So most of the towns in the central and northern Italy are involved in the race, so it's a fun experience to be joined. Also, just for being there as spectators, it's something we really recommend to come see, because the atmosphere there, it's unbelievable. Where all these cars are traveling through the most historic villages in Italy, it's something that really worth seeing also.